I feel like it's been a long process, a long wait, and I feel like everybody's really excited. Like, grand opening, ribbon cutting, here it is, ready to go, ready to roll out the door.
Well, this is part of the continued growth of the Life Ready Center. When we started this, part of it was we didn't have projects or things at every school that were norm. Most schools have an ag mechanical shop for their ag students. We didn't have one at Lawton, so we either had to build 3 or 1. And the money to build 3 is hard to come by, so we came up with the money thanks to also a big donation from the McMahon Foundation. We built 1 ag mech shop, one nice shop. We bring the kids to it, so all 3 high schools get to use it. So every student at Lawton Public Schools has access to this building.
The McMahon Foundation, it's a partnership that we couldn't have done without. They have really stepped up and made a huge contribution to our future as the Lawton FFA and the Ag Mech program. And I think that impact will be seen for decades to come. So I think that is, we want to thank them wholeheartedly, and we really, I don't know that we could have done it without them. So we're very appreciative of their partnership, and we look forward to maybe partnering for other projects throughout the future.
And I took this job 4 years ago and I realized we didn't have an ag mech shop. It's kind of like, okay, why don't we have one? What do we got to do to get it? And I think part of the reason we didn't have one is it was realized, but you have to do everything in 3s at Lawton Public Schools. So doing it in 3s was going to be a difficult trait. And so coming up with a way when we did the Life Ready Center to do it in 1 made it possible.
Next year we're planning on getting the shop all set up. We got plenty of tables and shelves. We got to get out all the welders, all the equipment, tools, get it all put in our shelves and our boxes and get everything set up. I think we're going to have plenty of room. I think we're going to have about a dozen booths. There ought to be plenty of room. And I'm really just hoping we find plenty of kids.
You know, and that's our plan with everything we've done is we have our 3 E's, enrolled, enlisted, or employed. When we say enrolled, we're meaning more than enrolled in college. We're enrolled in any higher, post-secondary education to improve. That includes career tech, that includes job trainings. And even when we say employed, we want to make sure if you choose the employed, we've given you as many skills as we can, so when you graduate, you're going to employment, your wage earning will be higher. So that's, and then we're moving toward that workforce development. Like you're saying, what about the students for the workforce? Sometimes it's harder to find a plumber than it is a lawyer or a electrician or a carpenter. So how do we move forward on that? And that's what we're working for. We have our TAP programs in the middle school where we're training, and this will give us the ability not only for our ag students to have a shop, but also to use this facility for workforce development, to use it for TAP programs and various other things as we continue.
We're going to have a lot of new opportunities. And if you look at our old situation, our old setup compared to now, I feel like this is more of an eye-opener.
Do it at the career tech, but if we know the career tech only has so many seats, and there's a lot of students who can't get into welding, so our goal is to work with them and make it where we can use this facility to get the same license and certification that the career tech goes if they go there, if they can't get in. Because again, we want to make sure every student gets every opportunity possible.
It means a lot, just opening the shop, giving everybody else an opportunity. Like, I've always dreamed of this. I've always wanted to be a welder, and I've always wanted to do this. So I feel like I'll have plenty of opportunities, and as long as everybody else can get the same opportunities, I feel like it'll be a great deal.